do you do when you're not singing? Besides Xbox.
Well,
Lots of Xbox.
Yeah, we have all different. So we all have families, so we stay busy with that. If you have a little extra time, you know, trying to be a father figure.
You all have kids?
We all have kids. We all have kids. Yeah.
So
I have 4 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I do too. What are your ages of your kids?
It goes from 9 to 3, almost 3.
It's like a zip code when you get to that point.
You
You
know?
know?
And you
9663.
You people look at you these days. 3, it's like wow. 4, it's like what's wrong? It's sort of like being. It's sort of like.
Sometimes they look at you and they go, "One of your siblings died, and you had to take their children."
You have to start coming up with. You have to get like a little preamble afterwards. Well, you know, we were really
In love.
slow to take care of big things.
You
realize
look at you like,
people are like, what? How did this happen? No,
What's strange is people have been looking him that way since before you had kids.
No, it is true though. Just in all seriousness, it is interesting because 3 is a big deal, but I don't necessarily think it gets. I feel like 3 is like this, like you're completely outnumbered at this point. But when you get 4, it's sort of like, you know, okay,
2 against 2 against 2.
Now these, because I think what happens is with your oldest, all of a sudden your oldest and your youngest, they have a different relationship.
They
where
do.
He's old, you know, we have a boy and a boy that are the oldest and youngest, and the oldest boy has this sort of like, hey, come over here, let me show you something kind of relationship, versus just the 3 all being like, you know, these like Tasmanian devils that somehow live in your house and have your last name. You know? You're like, stop moving on things. No, that's a vase.
I thought that was like a dorm of musicians.
Yeah. No, we also compare little kids to being. People are like, what's it like having kids? It's like, well, it's sort of like being on tour with a rock band. You know? They're incontinent. They never want to do what you ask them to do. You know, they're constantly complaining. They're
There's
totally.
no sleep involved.
When they don't, don't get what they want, they're like,
No, mine! I want it! I want it! You can't, you know.
There's
Delayed
stumbling all over the
gratification
place.
is not, is not something that you